What's going on, world? It's me, Andre Cat9 here from West Palm Beach, Florida. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I draw my support and resistance. You can draw support and resistance in many ways, but I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. All right? So, as you can see, I'm on my chart right now. I'm using US 30 as an example. What I like to do is I like to draw my support and resistance on the line chart. It's very easy and very clear, clutter-free when it comes to drawing my support and resistance lines here. So, what I like to do is I like to start on the weekly chart, and basically I look for touches on one side and touches on another side, and of course, if you can find a resistance or a support line that have multiple touches, then that makes that support and resistance a lot stronger. Okay, so what I usually do, I go on the line chart and I take I get my horizontal line, and I look for touches on the bottom and touches on the top. Okay, so for example, let me show you guys. Here's one. Nah, but it could be one example right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but as you can see right here, there's a touch right here, and then there's a touch right there. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna draw an example of what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can actually get a drawing to let me see if I can actually find something that I can draw. No, I can't draw that. No. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe I can just use a brush. Maybe I can use a brush. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. I want to see something like this. That's what I mainly look for. All right, something like that where there's a support on the top and there's resistance on the bottom here. That's what I look for. Hope that makes sense. Hope that's clear. But guys, that's what I look for when it comes to support. Now, sometimes you can have overlaps. You can have something like this. Before let me show you another example. You could do something like this, where it doesn't touch. Right? You see that I call this the gap, and then oops, I think something just fell. But yeah, keep something on the bottom here, but there's a gap in between. You can consider that one as well, or you can do this something like this as well. Hold on, you can do something like that where it overlaps. Basically, this is called an overlap. This is called the gap, and this one is called just touch. All right, you can call this the touch, the gap, overlap. Okay, so yeah, that's how I do things here. Let me see, how can I get rid of this stuff? All right, let me delete this off. I just wanted to show you guys an example of what I look for when it comes to the line chart and drawing these support and resistant lines. Okay, there we go. Let me delete that real quick, and then we'll get back to it. So it's very simple. It's very simple when it comes to drawing support and resistant lines on the line chart, and to me, it's very easy for me to draw support and resistance. All right. So actually, like I said, I see one here. All right. Let me see if I can make it bigger. It's kind of, if you stretch out the chart, you can kind of see there's actually a gap. All right, there's a gap right here. There's this gap right here and this gap right here, which is cool. Okay, and then what I like to do is I like to look. Well, US 30 is just going up and up and up, so it's kind of hard for me to explain this one. But I'll show you guys another example, and also I have a template that will let me know if this is a weekly support and resistance or a weekly support and resistance. I have a template and have the lines color coded. Okay, now let's look for another support and resistance. Okay, so right here over here, for example, let me see if I can stretch that out. There's a touch right there. This candle is touching and this candle is touching, and this candle is touching, which is making this a strong level of support and resistance. Okay, so that's how I do. I don't like to do it like I like to do it where price is currently, because that's where I'm focusing on. But that I just wanted to show you guys an example of a touch. Like this is what you want to see when you're drawing your support and resistant lines, drawing your support and resistance on the line chart. You want touches, all right, on the opposite side, on the bottom, on the top, and then you also want multiple touches, which makes the support and resistant line strong. Okay, and then I'll go to the daily, and then I look for more support and resistance lines. So I have weekly support and resistance, daily support and resistance, and the 4-hour support and resistance. Okay, so right now I'm on the daily chart. So now I'm looking for my daily support and resistance. And I learned this. I learned this from Quillen Black, a course that I went through. He went over. He showed basically how to do this, and I think it's perfect because once price reach these levels of support and resistance, it's either going to reject it. You can even take trades off of it. You can get in some sniper entries when it comes to trading, but it's perfect for knowing where price could struggle at. So I see another. Let me see. Let me stretch it out. I see another. Look like this is gonna kind of like an overlap, kinda. But we can consider that as a touch. But I also have a template for that, and it's my daily support and resistance usually red. I mean, you can have it whatever color you want it, but that's how I have it. Let's see if we can find another support and resistance. Okay, I think we have another support and resistance right here. Let me take my daily. All right, boom, right there. As you can see, over here is a touch. Right here on the bottom, then you have another touch on the top, and they both touch. Okay, so that's another support and resistant line right there. Let's see if we can find another support. I like to look for touches. Might be another one right here, so I could probably draw another support and resistant line right here. Boom. You have a touch right here on the top, and then you have a touch right here on the bottom here. Okay, hope you guys can see that clearly. Okay, and that's it really. I don't try to draw too much. Like I said, I like to draw these lines of support and resistance, where price is currently at. But we'll go to the 4-hour. All right, mainly the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hours where I draw my support and resistance. So since I'm on the 4-hour, I'm looking for 4-hour support and resistance. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find another support and resistance on the 4-hour. You can look further on the left too to see, but I don't think I see anything right now at this moment. Let me see. I like to look for support and resistance close to where price is currently at. Let me bring this down a little bit. Okay, we might see one right here. Okay, boom. And I already have a template for that as well. The 4-hour there. So you see a touch here on the top, 2 touches on the top, and then another touch right here on the bottom here. Okay, so that's one right there. Let me see if I can actually get another one. You could put one right here if you really want to. There's like a gap right here, so let's actually do that. We could put a gap right. Well, actually, there's a touch maybe. Yeah, it could actually be a touch right there. But yeah, so that's one right there, and that's my 4-hour. So that's it. I don't try to put too much there because I don't want my chart cluttered. So I'll bring it back to the candle because I trade the candlesticks. And what I like to do, if a support and resistance is as far away from where price is currently right now, what I like to do is I like to click on it, and then I like to um, lower the opacity down. That way it doesn't be on the chart. But I would still know where my support and resistance line is at because of uh, let me see if I can bring this over a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, let me bring this tab. Oh, you guys can see that. Yeah. All right. I want you guys to see what I'm looking at here. Okay. Hope you guys can see that. Yeah. So basically, like I like to have it on the side right here. So like literally, what I could do is if I wanted like once price get close to my support and resistance lines right here, I like to click on that, and then I like to bring it back to a 100% opacity. You see that? So, but if it's not near this, if price is not near the support and resistance line, I just lower the opacity. Okay, and then same thing here. I will probably lower that. Did I name that? I didn't name that. Okay. What I need to do is I need to name that as a daily, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the opacity. Boom. And then I might get rid of this one too. Like this, the whole purpose of this doing this is just to make your chart look clean. All right, what they call it, chart hygiene, basically. You don't want your charts to look all cluttered. All right, with a whole bunch of lines and stuff like that. So that's how I do that. And then once price reach these levels, all right, or support and resistance, you can either take trades off of them or you can wait for the break and retest. Like say for instance, you can do something like this. Wait for price to break the support, come back and retest. Now resistance, you can do it like that. But it all depends. Where the market is heading. That's why you have to look at on the higher time frames, like the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hour, to figure out where the market is headed. Are you in a downtrend or are you in an uptrend? That's the most important thing that you need to do before you start taking trades off of these support and resistance. Okay, so yeah, so like for example, like if I go to the weekly, all right, I can kind of tell you if we are in a uptrend or we're in a downtrend. As right now, we are in a uptrend. Okay, so basically, we can look at US 30, all right, on the weekly. We created a higher high, higher low, higher high, and this could be that possible higher low to create another higher high. So we are in an uptrend when it comes to US 30 on the weekly time frame. And if we go to the daily, same thing. I look to see what type of trend we're in on the daily. Let's look at it. All right. So we're creating a higher high, higher low. This is just market structure. All right, because this won't be a higher high until price breaks this level here. All right, breaks this level here. So it has to come up here to create a new higher high. Okay. Right now we're just in market structure right now, but we are in an uptrend. All right. And what else I like to do is and I learned this from FX Alex. Let me delete this first real quick. To know where I'm at when it comes to the higher highs and the higher lows and the lower highs and the lower lows, what I like to do is I like to take my trend line, right, and I like to mark my I would name this. What I would do is I would double click on that, and then I would name this my higher low. Just this is just like something that can like remind you what type of trend you're in. Okay. Because if nothing breaks these levels, like it's not gonna continue the trend. All right, right now, let me do the other part. Like up here will be, yeah, something like that. I'll do something like that. Double click that, and then name this the higher high, basically. So we need price, right? We need price. We create a higher low, higher high. This is just market structure. We need price to come up here and break this to create a new higher high. All right, we need price to break this structure here to create a new higher high. Okay, and then once that, let's say for instance, this is the push that made that higher high, then this level, then this level will be the higher low. All right, and then this level will be the higher high. All right, that will be your new higher high and your new higher low. Now if price breaks this level here, all right, breaks this level because this is the new higher low. If it breaks this, then now we're creating lower highs and lower lows. Okay, now we're looking for a downtrend basically. So what I would do is I would name this the lower high. All right, the lower high, and then I would name this blue line here the lower low. All right, because when we're creating lower highs and lower lows, that means you're in a downtrend. If you're creating higher highs and higher lows, you're creating an uptrend. Okay, so now since the daily is creating lower highs and lower lows, I want to be looking for shorts. I want to be only looking for selling opportunities. If it's a higher high and higher low, I'm only going to be looking for buying opportunities. All right, hope that makes sense. All right, so once you figure that out, figure out the trend, and the higher time frame structure, market structure, then what did I just delete? Okay, I deleted that. All right, once you figure that out, then you do the same thing on the 4 hour. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have at least 2 to 3 time frames going in the same direction to take a trade. All right. So we go to the 4 hour, and then we want to see if we are in an uptrend on the 4 hour. Okay. So let's get there. Right here was creating higher high, higher low, right? Higher low, higher high. But did we break? I think we broke structure here. Like we created a lower low here, right? So now it's lower high, lower low. Now we created a lower high, then created another lower low. Okay, and then we break structure, right? Created a higher high, right? Now this could be that possible higher low. So we could look for buys in this area. All right. By the time I'm shooting this video is Friday, so the market is going to be closing here shortly. But we could be looking for buys anywhere out in this area, because we're now shifting into a buy trend because we broke this lower high here, right? And then so that's what I usually do first. When I draw my support and resistance levels on the line chart, and I figure out what type of trend we are in on the day or the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hour. And then usually when I take my trades, I take it on the 5 minute, but I also like to look at the 1 hour and draw my U.S. session highs and lows. Since we're trading U.S. 30, I focus on U.S. session highs and lows, okay, and New York open highs and lows. So, for example, all right, I look for where price starts at from 8 a.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. So in this case, this is the 8 a.m. Eastern. So I'm looking for the highest point. All right, this candle right here at 10 a.m. Eastern. This was the highest point, and I like to draw my my zones from the wick to the body. All right, draw my wick to the body, and then if the zone is too big, I feel like the zone is too big, I break it down to the 30-minute to see if I can actually make it a little bit smaller. If you want to make it a little bit even more smaller, you can bring it up all the way. Go to the 15-minute chart and do it like that. Shorten it up real quick. All right, now we don't have a too big of a zone. All right, and if you drag, if you drag this zone, you can see price rejected this area before. Price came up into this area and dropped. Okay, same thing. If you draw it back right here, you can see price struggled right here. Price rejected it here. So this is a major level. All right, once price comes to this level, to the zone, price could struggle. Price can reject it. All right. Now, I look for the low. Now it's still like 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so the markets are still open right now, but the markets are going to be closing here at 5 p.m. Eastern soon. So, but in this case, once the market close, I will look for the U.S. session low. Okay. Once I do that, then well, let's see. Let's even look here. So this was yesterday's. Yeah, this was yesterday's um, U.S. session low. All right. So price could come down here and reject that. I draw from the body to the wick. Price might reject this level. Okay. So yeah, so I do that, and then what I do from there, um, I go to the 5 minute, and I look for entries. All right, so I can um, price can reject this U.S. session low, previous U.S. session low, or it can come down here to this 4 hour support and resistance and reject this level, and then start going up. Who knows? We just watch for price to do its thing. But in order for me to take this trade, in order for me, like, let's say that price is in the area where I want it to be at. I don't Once price reach that area, I don't just take the trade. I want to make sure. I want to make sure I see a 30-minute shift in an hour or 2 hour or 4 hour bullish engulfing. All right. So for instance, um, I want to see a candle. Like, say for instance, this is the last candle right here, and this is the new candle. I want to see. Well, first thing first, I want to look for a 30-minute shift. I'll go to the 30-minute. So as you can see, we're creating a lower low right now. So let's say that this was a lower high right here. I wanna wait for price, right, to create a higher high. Right? It's like I said, right now there's no clear structure here, but let's say that this level right here was the high, the lower high. I want this to create a higher high and break this lower high structure, right? And then what you can do is wait for that pullback. But also, you want on the hour, the 2 hour, or the 4 hour, you want to see a bullish engulfing. That's if you're buying. And if you're selling, you want to look for a bearish engulfing. Okay? That's it. And then you just wait for the pullback. You wait for the pullback here. You wait for the pullback, and then you just set and forget. All right, so that's how I do that. There's more analysis that goes into this when it comes to me trading, but this is just basic, and I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to show you guys exactly, give you like a short point of view of how I trade. Now, I like to look at the weekly. All right, I like to buy off of a weekly or a daily area. Okay. And I forgot to tell you too, like what I also usually do is on the daily, I like to draw my previous weekly high and low. Okay, so let me see, what was Monday? Monday was here, right? So Monday was the previous high, previous weekly high. So do the same thing how I do it on the hour. I'll start from the wick to the body, and this is my previous weekly high. Well, this is this week's high, but starting next week, this is going to be the previous weekly high. So the next week, this is the zone that I want to have. All right, and then on Friday, we don't know where this is going to end, but it can end down here. But this will be this if the market was closed, then my previous weekly low would be down here somewhere. Okay. Those zones are very, very helpful too as well. Okay, and then that's it. Really, and you just trade off of these zones, and you trade off these support and resistance. I also look for fair value gaps as well. If we look for 15-minute, yeah, so I look for fair value gaps as well, but I don't see a clear fair value gap right now at this moment. But let me see. Yeah, I don't see any. If the 30-minute doesn't look clear, then you can go to the 15-minute. You could drop down to the 15-minute to see what type of structure we're in. Um, and guys, if you guys are getting value, make sure you let me know in the comment section that you're getting value. We look like we're creating right now on US 30. We're creating a rejection candle, a 15-minute rejection candle, and probably the 30-minute the same. The 30-minute and 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour daily rejection candle. Okay. But on a 15-minute, what I want to see is I want to see price break this level right here, this level right here, because we created a lower low. I'll just show you guys what I'm looking at when it comes to market structure. Created. Well, this is actually going to be the new low right here, but we'll just do this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right. So now what I want to see price do is I want to see price break this level right here to create a higher high. Just say like a higher high. All right. It might not even get up there. It might create another lower low. All right. And then if we created another lower low here, right? I'm gonna show you another scenario. What could happen? Price could create another lower low here. All right. And if the price created a lower low here, now this will be the new lower high. And then once price breaks that lower high, right? Once that price break that lower high, right? Then, right, we are in the uptrend. We created a higher high here, and then we're doing it. We basically created a 30-minute shift, and then I'll go into the hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour to see if there is a bullish engulfing, and then I just wait for the pullback on the 15-minute, and then I get in for a buy, just like that, on the 5-minute. Okay. The reason why I'm looking for buys is because on the weekly, we are bullish. All right, we're bullish, and this could be that potential higher low here. Let's go to the daily. Same thing. I'm looking for. Yeah, we created a lower low here, a higher low here. So basically, we can catch this all the way up here to eventually create another higher high. Okay, and also I said to you guys, I also trade fair value gaps. Here's a fair value gap right here. Yeah, here's a fair value gap here on the daily. As you can see, price came and it went lower, but it filled that fair value gap. And as you can see, it's going back up. Same thing with 4 hour. You can see, 4 hours not clear, but anyways, guys, the main reason why I wanted to show you this video, guys, is to actually show you guys how I draw my support and resistance on the line chart. Like I said, guys, what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for I can even go down to the 5-minute, to be honest with you. Right? I can go to the 5-minute, lower low, lower high. Yeah, what I would do is I would want to see price break this level here, Yeah, I would want to see price break that level to create a higher high. And I'll just wait for the pullback, and then we'll get in for buys. But this is just an example. I'm not really looking to trade US 30 right now, especially it's Friday at the time I'm shooting this video. But that's what I would look. That's how I would look for on any pair. This is what I would do on any pair. I look at the higher time frame to see what type of trend we're in. If we're in an uptrend, I'm only looking for buys. If we're in a downtrend, I'm only looking for sales. All right, that's it. Okay. But with that being said, guys, if you did get value, let me know in the comment section. But guys, if you guys want to be able to get access to a EA that will literally trade for you automatically, hands-free, then I have an EA that can help you make anywhere from $500, $2,000, $3,000 every single day. If we go to my Instagram channel here, I'll show you guys some of the results from the EA that I've been getting. So this is my Instagram story. So if you guys want to check my Instagram stories, I'll post my results on my Instagram story. So I'm gonna leave a link to my Instagram account in the description box below. You can check out my stories. But guys, I made over $1,000 today from this EA. If you guys want access to the same EA that I'm using, that's creating me 500, 1,000, $2,000 every single day, I only charge a one-time fee of $500, and this EA will literally open the trades for you, close the trades for you, and automatically trade for you, hands free on autopilot. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to look at charts. You don't have to trade. No, this EA will do everything for you. Okay, this EA will do everything for you automatically. Okay, made over $1,000 plus. So if you guys want access to that, I'm gonna leave a link to my Instagram account. Just message me, hey, I want access to that EA, and then I got you. I'll help you set this up. But with that being said, guys, I'm Andre Ketna here from West Palm Beach, Florida. I hope you got value. I will see you guys on another video. Take care, y'all.